Hello everyone, Jules here. Today I'd like to show quite a beautiful tarot deck that I don't think is very well known, and that is the Ananda Tarot by Ananda Kurt Pilz. Here is the box. This was published by A.G. Muller in 2003, and this box is one of those old style video case type of boxes, and on the cover this is the Queen of Swords, and the guidebook was also written by the artist, which is Ananda Kurt Pilz, and it's quite a beautiful deck. I think this deck would be difficult to get. It is out of print, but it is worth getting because it is quite a beautiful deck. So here is the box. Here is the guidebook. It's quite thick. It's quite well written. There's some interesting spreads in here at the back of the book as well. And what is a bit different about this deck as well is that the astrological correspondences are quite different for this deck. The artist and author is also an astrologer, but he has got his own associations for the cards. So that's worth keeping in mind. I really like this deck, but I don't use the particular astrological associations that he uses because I like the Golden Dawn associations. So here's the book. Now for some of the cards. And the cardstock is good. A.G. Muller cardstock is always good. And it has a semi-gloss finish. It's like a slightly gloss matte finish. It's that in-between kind of finish that A.G. Muller is quite well known for. Here is the back of the cards, which looks like, it kind of looks like the back of a door. There isn't any information in the book about the card backs, but it has an icon sort of look, or a metallic antique look to the back of the cards. So the first card is the Magician. The artwork is not only beautiful, but it's really quite, the images are quite original. So here is the Magician. It's quite a unique deck. Beautiful High Priestess card. I think this deck, being published in 2003, was really ahead of its time in a lot of ways. I think there's been quite a number of decks since this one that have aimed to create images in sometimes similar ways with the more contemporary decks, but this one is just so well done, and it's really so beautiful. I love the imagery, and I love there's kind of layers of imagery in the cards. So the High Priestess, the Empress. It's a really beautiful Empress card. Which is kind of capturing the essence of nature, the Empress being present in the essence of nature. I love the Hierophant. Which is showing a book rather than the usual image. Which I think is an indication of self-knowledge and finding that connection with spirituality within and self-directed exploration of spirituality or of wisdom. So the Hierophant. Oh, beautiful Hermit card. Gorgeous. Wheel of Fortune. And I like the astrology symbols around the wheel. I think it's a shame this deck is not better known. Death card. Really beautiful again. Star. This is a really original star card. The use of light imagery is used in, there is a light theme in this deck quite a lot. I love the Moon card. It's great. Now, this is what would normally be called Justice card or the Eon, and this is the turning point. I really like that name for this card. So I hope you can see the hands here reaching up for the light. and beautiful universe card. So now for the minor arcana. A couple of the suits have been renamed. These are partially scenic minor arcana. This is flames instead of wands. Ace of flames. And even though the suit is called flames for fire, the suit is really showing beams of light. It's more about light rays or energy. To me, this suit is more about energy or rays of energy, because you don't see a lot of actual flames in this suit. But I like the idea of the beams of light, which are connected with the sun, which is associated with fire element anyway. So Ace of Flames. And I like this one for the Five of Flames. And as you can see, there's Roman numerals used for major arcana and minor arcana cards. And I really like this Five of Flames for the Five of Wands. I like the way that the beams of energy are coming from the hand, which gives a whole different meaning to what the Five of Wands would normally mean. I think that's indicated in the Five of Wands, but I really like the way this has been done. With the beams of light coming from the hand. Five of Flames. And a beautiful Queen of Flames. So the court cards for this deck is King, Queen, Knight, and Princess instead of Page. Queen of Flames. Now for cups, and I like what's happened with the cups as well. I like the way that clear glasses have been used for the cups. I haven't really seen that in many decks, but I like these clear glasses used. So Ace of Cups. And Six of Cups. I like this as well. I like the way these are partially scenic pips, and I love the roses that have been used. Six of Cups. And the Queen of Cups. Really like this as well. You may not be able to quite see on the screen here, but there's the Queen of Cups, and there is a fish on one side and a unicorn on the other at the top. But I love this beautiful, fluid, dreamy quality of the Queen of Cups. There's a beautiful atmosphere in the deck. Now for swords. Ace of Swords. I really like this Three of Swords too. I like the way that the rose has been used instead of the usual, or the heart that's normally seen with the Three of Swords. I think in some ways this rose symbol says just as much. And to me, it says more, but that's just personal choice. Three of Swords. And beautiful Knight of Swords. I love the white owl. And the face at the top. Knight of Swords. Now, the other change for the court names, or the minor arcana, the suit names, is instead of pentacles or coins, this earth suit is called spheres, which has got a connection with crystals. So here is the Ace of Spheres. I quite like this idea too. And I like this 10 of Spears idea. I think that's really interesting. There's this white crystal with these 10 spheres at the top, in a very interesting pattern design. That's a 10 of Spears. And the Queen of Spears. It's a beautiful card too. With a crystal ball. Queen of Spears. So this is a very beautiful deck, and published in 2003, and it's still really quite contemporary in its design, and it's really worth getting if you can get a copy of this deck. The Ananda Tarot by Ananda Kurt Pilz, and I'll put the details below the video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.